Porsha ready to steal somebody else's husband. Yours. Yours.
Sweetie me again.
Sweetie me again.
Record that.
Then also, who else do we have? There's a new girl named Angela Oakley. Now I don't know Angela, but I hear her husband is everything. I hear her husband is everything. I hear her husband is everything.
And y'all can even say he's too old for her because Porsha is in the midst of divorcing her grandfather. So, nah. Okay, this is the perfect age range for Porsha right here.
I just feel like, even though you may not be married, it's just some things are just common sense of how to behave around a married couple. Mm-hmm. And for me, I don't even like to stand and look someone's husband eye to eye and carry on more than a 3-minute conversation. So when we go to exchange telephone numbers, like I was telling somebody the other day, every type of communication that you have with this couple needs to go through the wife. And you should know that at some point in your life. And if you overstep that boundary, then your intentions were wrong from the beginning.
Porsha wrote a coloring book about wanting to be R. Kelly's main girl despite him having a wife, leaving a woman that was screaming to be let out of R. Kelly's sex cult. She fantasized about her ex-husband being her man when he was in a public relationship with his baby mother. Then she's engaged to a dude whose soon-to-be ex-wife was her co-worker. She met both of them on the show at the same time and started an affair with him. So yeah, journalists are going to ask basic questions and not stroke your ego.
Damn. I'm sorry.
I work for Dish Nation. I am in the world of journalism. So my word needs to be
journalism is.
So you're downplaying my job? This word right here is killing me. What's this?
Reciprocation?
Reciprocity.
Let me see, Porsha.
It's a big. It's
reciprocity.
Reciprocity. No. Look at it. Come look at it. Come look at it.
Give me a minute.
Reciprocity.
Hot mess, child.
I would like Porsha to spell scepter. So.
It's almost hurtful to me to watch her be so dumb.
Somebody wrote a death on 265 days a year. What is wrong with that?
Yourself the season.
Porsha Williams coming back to Real Housewives of Atlanta? That's false. But Porsha Guardia is in the building. See y'all.
Well, I guess Porsha Williams is coming back to the Real Housewives of Atlanta because
Porsha Guardia
filed for divorce, child, and we don't even know if that's truly her real name because you all know I've been reporting about it that the man re-entered this country after being deported due to his criminal past under a fake name and fake identity. Got his paperwork under that fake identity and then decided to file for a citizenship in this country under that fake identity. And that's how he was caught. For those of you who missed that video, I have linked that video in the description below. If you want more information on Porsha filing for divorce, I have linked that video in the description below. Now let's get into the current topic. What's up, my Vina loves? It's Miss Vina D coming to you all from Vina Team News. I did a rundown in the last video I posted on Simon and Porsha, so I will not be doing a recap in this video. For those of you who missed that video, please click the link in the description below to watch that video. Now, Simon been clapping back at Porsha and he's being petty, okay? Porsha been returning the favor as well. So everything is in that video. However, if you pay attention to the screen, every single clapback now includes valid green card or debt-free, Simon? And like I said, these are responses. Porsha is not just randomly coming at Simon, so let's be fair here. The next one, Simon, don't forget, and a debt-free husband who is a U.S. citizen, okay? This is after Simon left a comment about Shimia Carr. Then Simon clapped back with this right here. And then, of course, you all remember Simon clapped back. Yes, Porsha had money, Porsha had a big house and all of that, but nothing compared to the lifestyle that she got when she was with Simon. Could Porsha provide that same lifestyle for herself? Yes. But can she provide that lifestyle without working extremely hard to make sure she replenishes the money that she's using for that same lifestyle? No, she have to consistently work to continue to create that lifestyle for herself. However, with Simon, she got to live in a $7 million mansion, get a weekly allowance, had a nanny, had a staff to help around the house, got to travel to all of these different countries with the same illegal immigrant that she's currently laughing at and throwing in his face. So that's why he's clapping back this way as well. Staying on topic with the illegal immigrant shade, Porsha posted this image right here, advertising hair from her hair company. And if you pay attention to the location, she have good old USA. Now, this recent back and forth today all started because after Porsha recycled another immigration read or illegal immigrant read, Simon posted, "I'm gonna need people to stop talking about citizenship because a family member engaged unsuccessfully in relinquishing their U.S. citizenship for tax avoidance purposes. Stop throwing stones at glass houses." So after that, Simon started posting about his deceased mother and may her soul rest in peace. He posted his beautiful image and his long caption. You know, people were offering condolences and praying for him. So people just felt like, okay, you know what? Let's keep him lifted in our prayers. Because of what's currently happening in court, Simon and Porsha both visit each other pages. Even if they were to block each other social media pages that we know, I'm sure they have burners accounts that they are checking, because all of these things on social media can be used in their case. Oh, he went on social media and he said this. Oh, she went on social media and she said this. These are all evidence. So to have access to his Instagram, to see that he posted, "Remembering my late mother." So that should already tell you what type of mood he was in. Now, when you come for someone, you don't get to control when and where they can clap back or how they can react. So who knows if Porsha even noticed what he was posting, saw his page or anything. But Simon's post about glass houses was definitely on her mind, because when she woke up, the first thing she posted was, "Happy Wednesday. If a person concealed criminal past and provided fake identification," fake identity, in the intro, "for a green card, is it still a valid green card in the U.S.? Hashtag inquiring minds." And in her caption, hashtag glass houses. "You knew this already. I'm beginning to think you are the problem." Porsha responded, "I was made aware of certain things seen as the public in February 2024. Okay. Girl, you married him and had 6 weddings. You tell us, Chair. Stop the petty stuff. You should have found all about him before you married him. You gave your body, then asked questions after." Porsha responded, "Did you ask if your hair was synthetic before getting it slicked down?" "Oh no, Porsha, don't do this on social media, sis. You picked him. Learn your lesson and move on." "Nope. Every circus needs a ringmaster." Girl, you are embarrassing yourself. Prior to the marriage, this is a question that needs to be asked. Or prior to marriage. Porsha responded, "I asked and was lied to." 80 weddings, screaming for better or worse. And when worse presented itself, you scattered. We aren't doing victim with you. This This here should be pinned. She obviously didn't take these vows seriously either, and it shows. Don't try and play innocent. Laughing face emoji. That marriage was purely an arrangement, and you know it. You didn't love him. She responded, I wish. If the man fooled the U.S. government with fake documents, I don't know how y'all thought Porsha was going to catch him before marriage. Whatever, man. Stop the foolishness. You got him playing dirty. You knew he was someone else's, man, but you being greedy and desperate sought after what you thought was the glitz and glamour and high life. You saw the premiere of things, but didn't know what went on behind the scenes. Now you on here trying to air out. Guess the grass ain't that green, huh? That's what you get. Girl, we don't told you not to marry that man. It's 9 a.m. OMG. Woke up and chose violence. So then Simon responded, I'm going to need people who think there are 265 days in a year to stay out of understanding. He spelled understanding wrong. Complex U.S. immigration laws, okay? Those emojis above your mediocre mind, okay? The caption was, of course, what I'm thinking. Only a housewife trying to pull the check off a real housewife. And of course, you already know what the comment section looks like, okay? So I don't have to read it or waste my time going through all of that. You had people laughing. You had people leaving comments like, but you married Miss 265, okay? You married Miss Mediocre. You married her. So is that supposed to be a diss? Because with all of these flaws you just listed, you married her. And it looked like Simon was so anxious to clap back that he didn't even proofread this. He posted it. So, of course, people were like, how you dissing her, but you're spelling understanding wrong. Of course, he can spell understanding. It's just a typo. Now, this we know is a typo, but 265 was real. Porsha really took that. Yeah, exactly. You get it. The lack of empathy for Porsha is because this man showed Porsha exactly who he was and is, and Porsha chose to not believe it because it was her turn to endure the lavish lifestyle. He treated his ex-wife exactly the same as it relates to social media and all of that. And Simon, Porsha showed you exactly who she was and is, and you chose to ignore it. So now the both of you have to deal with each other because you are both each other karma. Even Simon posted about it. He wrote, what is an example of sowing and reaping? If you sow wheat, you reap wheat. If you sow kindness, you will reap kindness. If you sow a lie, a quarrel, or slander, you will reap the same. Am I in my feelings today? What do you think? Oh, let me answer that for you, Simon. See, you were kind to your wife, Porsha, but at the expense of your ex-wife, Fallon. You were so kind to even sign the type of prenup that you signed that instead of the moving company being outside, Porsha was smart enough to say, based on those comments, I don't feel secure, and I'm only going to feel secure if you sign that in the events where there's a divorce or we are going through a divorce. I will be allowed to stay in the house for up to 2 years until the divorce is finalized. And if the house, if we sell the house, I also want some money. Now that's the part that Simon is fighting. The reason why Porsha is still in the house is because they are going through a divorce. And she said, you have to sign. He signed it. So yes, you were kind to Porsha, but at the expense of your ex-wife. So now you are reaping the disgusting things you did to your ex-wife. For example, being with her for 5 years, married for 2, but expecting her to move herself and her 3 kids at the time out of your marital home. Find a new home, find schools for the kids, everything in just 3 weeks.
Moved away, or how did the ending happen?
Same way y'all saw it. It just went away. One day I was happy And the next day he was gone.
Oh, he just never came back to the house.
He came back after a few months. Yeah.
Months.
So I had my kids in our house and his kids too. And he was just traveling wherever he was. No communication, barely any. And then he came back and it was, you have 3 weeks to leave.
Oh, the premises.
Mm-hmm.
You had 3 weeks or both of you?
No, I had 3 weeks.
Okay. Leave. He gave you a letter or something that said you got 3 weeks?
No, he sent me a text.
Okay.
Real about as good as it got.
3 weeks to leave.
So where did his kids go?
They were with me.
No. So y'all all had 3 weeks.
You left with his kids too?
No, I ended up having a conversation with his ex-wife, and we wanted to continue the relationship between the children. However, Simon did not want that. So we just parted ways, and, it kind of broke up the brotherhood between all the boys, which was really sad and unfortunate, I think, for everybody. So, yeah, it was like you got 3 weeks to leave, and he told me I could have more time if I wanted, but I was so hurt by how quickly our marriage just shifted and how my happiness just came to a abrupt ending. I didn't know what I was feeling or thinking. I wasn't myself. So
how long was y'all married?
We were married for 2 years. We were together for 5. So this is what it is.
Was it a tit for tat with you guys? Like, cause
not
I know
for me.
Not for you.
No, not for me. I just wanted to do anything to not feel the pain anymore.
That's the length of time you provided her. They didn't even have the common courtesy to call her. You sent her a text message. And it's not because she cheated. That was a lie, which I have debunked in videos after videos after videos. Just go to the RHOA playlist to watch those videos. He only said that because at the time, Simon and Porsha, especially Porsha, was getting dragged badly on social media. What can I do to get the heat off our backs? Go ahead and announce her pregnancy, even though she's not ready to announce it, and then say she cheated when the both of you were no longer together when she moved on with the guy. Was it quick? Absolutely. But did it happen when the two of you were still together? No. The two of you were separated. But you did not care that she was pregnant and she could have had a miscarriage due to the bullying and everything that happened on social media when you lied on her. And no one is saying Fallon is a saint. But someone asked a question, so I'm answering it. So if we go back to your question, if you sow wheat, you will reap wheat. Well, when you made Fallon and her kids almost homeless, giving them 3 weeks, realizing it was excessive, so you came back and said, well, you can have more time. This is you right now on social media complaining. What about Simon's homeless kids? And then pinning comments, loving a woman is never a crime. If I love a woman, I will sign every condition in a prenup to please her, for love comes with trust. This shouldn't give the woman the guts to render my children homeless. Before Porsha allegedly rendered his children homeless, while he was out of town working, Porsha filed for divorce, left the kids with the nanny 100% and left with her daughter for a few weeks. Came back to the house with an armed security guard, what she said, and then left again. Then came back with her family, turned off all of the security cameras. The nanny felt unsafe and uncomfortable. Of course, she allegedly left, and then Simon's children were returned to their mothers. So Fallon never abandoned your children with the nanny. While you were out there allegedly cheating with Porsha and other women, Fallon was at home watching your kids. She didn't take her kids and say, I'm out of here, and went with the nanny. She stayed, and her thank you was to receive a text message telling her to leave your home in 3 weeks, okay? You felt that was too excessive, so you gave her more time. But my point is, yes, you are reaping everything because this woman stayed in that house and watched your kids. And Porsha couldn't even do that. Yes, the nanny was there, but the nanny job, according to Simon, allegedly was to step in when Porsha had other things to do. But as their bonus mom, that was her job to watch the kids. So leaving them with the nanny 100% in his eyes mean that Porsha abandoned his kids. Fallon did not do that. So to answer your question, yes, you showed Porsha kindness, and then Porsha turned around, and it's your karma for everything you did to Fallon, and vice versa, because Porsha is getting hers as well. It's just sad that the innocent children are caught up in the mess. I mean, bar for bar, word for word, everything Fallon explained in that interview, it was abrupt, it was hurtful, it was painful. That's exactly what Porsha did to Simon. Another pinned comment reminder from Simon. I've already read this. I did a video on this, so I'm not reading it again. Just a little excerpt. But the part, you run off to file for divorce when I am not in the country without even speaking to me. Abandon my young children left in your care. Then you ask for the prenup to be enforced and try to kick me and my children out of the only house I own. Go ahead and read the rest. Did he even call Fallon? Nope. What did she receive? A text. Leave my house in 3 weeks. Do I have to keep going to answer Simon's question? Yes, sir. You are reaping everything and some. And the same thing goes for Porsha, because Porsha saw him do everything to somebody else, and for some odd reason she thought, oh, it will never be me. I mean, the same thing happened with the other guy. You know, it went in on Candy and all of that when Candy tried to warn her, and then what happened with that situation? So sometimes you just need to fall back and let people continue to learn their lesson. I mean, talk about reaping. Simon wrote, future buyers beware, betrayal is real. The knife is feeling especially deep and painful today. Jesus, take the wheel. Now, there's a few things going on here. This could be hurtful today and betrayal, maybe because behind the scenes, something happened in court and it worked in Porsha's favor, and that's why. Or it could be the fact that he posted his deceased mother, and he opened up to his supporters and wrote how, he's remembering her especially, and he's going through the motions of, grieving and all of that. And also to may his mother's soul rest in peace. For Porsha to choose this day to be petty, but Mr. King Petty as your hashtag under this picture of you smiling, actually these images of you smiling, Mr. Petty King, you don't get to tell people how to react, when to react, and all of that. Like I said, they deserve each other. Now, Porsha did take the post down eventually, but it's already on every blog. And yes, Simon did post these videos from Memorial Day last year, and he didn't post it because he misses Porsha or any of that. He just wanted to show that, yep, it is still the same house, that Porsha is partying in the day with everybody. That's my house. I was there, and I'm looking forward, there goes Simon, to getting my house back and being there with my children, okay? Go ahead and read his caption. More shady pinned comments. Porsha cannot afford the taxes and the upkeep of that house. I have a client that parents live in a $6 million only. She is not selling no hair nor sheets like that. I promise you, the flex is real. She wants him to sell that house, and she wants a good piece of that pie. There you go. I like Porsha, and I'm disappointed that she appears to not be a woman of good character or morals. Regardless of the vows and expectations of the marriage, good-hearted people do not take pride in taking things that don't belong to them. It's not right. It doesn't matter what she legally has a right to. Morally, it's wrong. She should walk away with only what he gifted her and what she brought to the table. To feel entitled to someone else's property or possessions just cause you have a legal right to them says more about your character and the type of person you are than anything else. People who have no problem doing something like this are not good people, and they can't be trusted. I don't care how beautiful their smile is or how sweet they are. Well, when you were kicking Fallon out, let me stop. We get it. But I'm sure as the new woman, in as much as Simon is 100% to blame, I'm sure as the new woman coming in, Porsha had her say so. I want her out of the house. I want it fast. I want this. I want that. Anyone that come off like that allegedly, and you can tell, okay, I appreciate she loves me, she wants me, and all of that all to herself, but the way how she's moving at the expense of another woman, is that truly a good person? You need to pay attention to things like that. Like the people who do things with each other. If they can do it with you, then there's a possibility they can do it to you. But people be caught up in the bliss and the excitement, and they don't think about, wait a minute, if this person can sneak around with me, then it's possible when I'm with them, they could sneak around on me with somebody else, and vice versa. So if someone is being wicked and cruel to somebody else while you're with them, you always have to take a step back and be like, if they can be that mean to someone they spent 5+ years with, what about me? And vice versa. So this person wrote, for those that have a comprehension problem, it's the house in the video that attention is being drawn to, not some opportunistic woman that's in the video. The house. Bro wants his house back. Someone responded, facts. This person wrote, I hope y'all work it out. Stop all this back and forth on the internet and get back together. No one is perfect. What's the problem, man? You miss her and she misses you. Stop letting the world judge you all or make it work. Well, you see the comment. He responded, sorry, train left the station and not coming back. After that 265 days jab, I'm shocked he didn't reference, Porsche Underground Railroad train situation right here. Lastly, this is Simon's last post on this today. And Porsha is on her page pretending to be unbothered after posting and starting today's mess, and is still in her Instagram story leaving different things. But that's a separate video, not today, because I'm over it. This video is almost 30 minutes long, so I'm going to go ahead and end it here. I'm wishing all of you well and take care. My loves, thank you all for your love and support. If you're not subscribed to the channel, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Go ahead and leave this video a thumbs up. Also turn on notifications so when I do post, you're aware that I posted. And I will see you all in the comment section. Remember to always have the God bless attitude, which is being positive at all times and seeing the good in every situation. Have a great day, guys. God bless.